If you're between the ages of 12 to 25, listen to this particular episode. I want to talk about the 4 battles every young person must fight to overcome them every single day. So, what are these 4 battles? Number 1 is the battle against insanity. Now, I'm sure you're shocked to hear the word insanity, like madness. I mean, who battles against madness? How are we faced with the challenges of madness on a daily basis? Number 1 definition is the definition we know, the very popular one. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. See, that's crazy. That is really crazy. That is insanity. But unfortunately, a lot of people are still doing the same thing they've been doing over and over. Life keep teaching them lessons, and they forget to learn the lessons that life is teaching them, and they keep repeating the same class over and over. Now that is insanity. That is madness. Okay, but this kind of madness is not even that bad. This kind of insanity is not that bad. The next definition of insanity is the worst kind of insanity. Definition number 2. Insanity is moving from point A to point B without a purpose. If you find yourself to be in the list of people who take on activities without having to plan and counting the cost of what it is to take you to get from point A to point B, then you are expressing a flavor of insanity. And what is the goal? We need to be saved from this kind of insanity. So I urge you today to join me as we do a sensitization. So share this video with people, share with your friends, and remind them that they've been insane for a while. Number 2 battle every young person must fight is the battle against prejudice. Religious prejudices, family prejudices, financial prejudices. We have environmental prejudices. We have a whole lot of prejudice, right? The effect of prejudice is that it's going to cause you to act based on half-baked information, number 1, or fear. You do not really know what this is. So I told somebody I want to get married before 28. She was like, bros, calm down though. That's not how early men marry. I'm like, what are you saying? What do you mean by that's not how men? Who is the men? I'm a man. I'm not men. I am me. I'm fighting my battle. Solution to a prejudiced point of view is know what you believe and hold firmly to what you believe. Idea of knowledge, it's not just philosophy, it's now ideological. Number 3 battle is the battle against mediocrity. I need to emphasize that God was so creative that he created over 7 billion people and no 2 persons are the same. I'm one person that hates the idea of comparison. And most times when people talk about mediocrity, they talk about it from the standpoint of comparison. So you're not good enough because somebody is better. You is how we judge mediocrity. A 40 kVA generator, it is required to perform at its maximum capacity, and then he's performing below the 40 kVA capacity that he has. Then we can call the generator mediocre. The moment you begin to perform below your own capacity, then you are a mediocre. Comparing yourself with your best self, it does not stop you from building capacity to increase, right? Where the problem is if you are performing below your own capacity. That's the problem. Happy, it will cost you more than you can afford and keep you where you never want to be. You have this archive of knowledge, you have this big idea in your head, but you're sitting in one spot. You are a mediocre. Fight it. The number 4 battle every young person must fight is the battle against poverty. And poverty in the mind is the worst. In fact, it's the only kind of poverty there is. Every other thing we see on a daily basis that we call poverty is an expression of the mind. Poverty of the mind is what keeps people mediocre. It's what keeps people prejudiced. It's what keeps people where they do not want to be or where they shouldn't be. If you can defeat the poverty of the mind, you can defeat insanity. If you can defeat the poverty of the mind, you can defeat prejudice on a daily basis. Thank you guys so very much for being with me on this particular episode. Please, I would love to hear your questions, and if you'd want me to be a coach for you, I'm running a 1-month free coaching for a couple of young persons, as much as I can find. So if you're interested, send me a DM on my Instagram handle at Speaks. I love you guys. Have a blissful weekend.